Well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, y'all, for having me. So it's interesting. Before I start, like, how many of you have kids going back to school? So, like, this has like been my mindset for the past like 2 weeks, and probably will continue on. I feel like I'm the damsel in distress, and the upcoming school year is a train barreling towards us. So I'm sure if you have kids going back to school, you can probably relate to that. So I just wanted to throw that little thing out there. So it's funny when Haley talked to Jacob and got us signed up, she's like, well, what are you going to talk about? You talk about chiropractic, you know, how you help people, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You know, I love chiropractic, but I'm not sure you want to sit here for 20 minutes and hear me espouse the benefits of chiropractic. Really, all I have to say is chiropractic's fantastic. It works. We have 4 awesome chiropractors in town. Dr. Aaron with Enhanced Living, me, Kutzner, Kolar. Chiropractic's great. It'll change your life if you do it. But I'm not going to talk about that. But I am going to have 2 things that I'm going to pitch you on 2 things. Nothing that's going to help me personally, but I think 2 things that can really help your business. So interspersed, there'll be a couple sales pitches real quick. I think it's going to benefit you tremendously. Brain hack. Everybody know Brady, right? Brady Gilbert, call Brady Computer.
Oh gosh, yes.
So the title of this was Brain Hacks. But the reality is, brain is God's most amazing creation in the world. You can't hack a brain. Brady, you can come and hack your computer and get it up and running, but you can't really hack the human brain. So the title of this really should be Tips and Strategies to Improve Your Performance in Life. But that just wasn't very catchy, and it wasn't short enough for the program, so that's what brain hacks. So the first one is, I'm going to go over 4 things. And then I'll have a 5th one at the end, kind of a bonus one that I'll add to it too. But there's only 4 things. And my goal is that if you do these 4 things, like just implement them. They're not revolutionary. They're not hard to implement. But if you just work on these 4 things, I can almost guarantee you that in 6 months, you'll come up to me and be like, hey, thanks for telling me that, because I started doing these 4 things, and it really made a huge difference in my life, my marriage, my business, my relationships with my kids. So the first one is breathe. And I hate that he's not here. We were at a workshop. Y'all know these guys?
Yes.
Y'all know Charlie and Lauren? They at True Broth, if you haven't been to True Broth, you have to go to True Broth. They're phenomenal people. And they've started this little, what do you call it, a co-op. So a group that they meet every couple weeks, and they talk about different health things. You know, the lab is a psychologist. And he talked about, like, one of the things that he does with all of his clients is he does breathing exercises. He just does breathing. So if you think about it, we're all breathing now, but I would say the vast majority of us are breathing the typical stressed out, shallow breathing. So we're gonna do an exercise. What I want you to do is put your hand on your stomach. Don't be modest, ladies. We all have bellies, it's okay. But you're gonna take a deep breath, and you should feel your stomach expand. So it's called abdominal breathing. So take a couple like deep breaths. 1, a couple more. Just 2 breaths. Doesn't it feel, I could be wrong, but this room feels different now. Like just when you breathe, the stress level goes down. So when you breathe, a couple things happen. Less anxiety, less tension, and decreased stress. So if you think about, if you're going into a sales meeting, or you're going into a very confrontational situation, you got to have an uncomfortable talk with somebody, or you're talking to your kids, having an uncomfortable conversation with your kids. Just take like 2 or 3 deep breaths, and you'll be amazed. It centers you. It gets you more focused. We just don't breathe enough. And not only that, but like communication, when you're just talking one-on-one with somebody, you should really project your voice so that Brandon's eardrums are vibrating, so that he's in with me. Like we're together. If I'm just like speaking real slow and fast, and I'm not really making eye contact with him, and I'm not really breathing much, it's a less effective conversation. And he's looking at his watch, he wants to get away from me. So, thank you, Brandon. So that's the first thing, is breathe. Simple, just breathe. The second one is, and I'm going to show my age now, the second one is be here now. Anybody remember the place in Asheville, Be Here Now? Yeah, Catherine went with me, my wife. It was a cool old concert place back in like the 90s, so we'll call it Be Here Now. But that's the second thing, is be present, be in the present moment. Like there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow. All we have is this. And there was a time when I first opened my business, it was a struggle. And stress, anxiety, depression, we don't listen to our wives, but it's good. But be here now. The Bible says, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Just focus on what you got going on today, and don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about an hour from now. Just be here now. Be here with me.
Yeah.
The other book, a fantastic book that I've read a couple times, it's called The Power of Now. If you haven't read it, it's it's a real quick, easy read. But it talks about the power of just being in the present moment. How you don't need to worry about yesterday. You don't need to worry about tomorrow. You don't need to worry about what you're having for dinner. Just be present in the moment. And it's funny, like when I started doing this more and more, I found that my communication with people would be different. In the past, I'd be talking to Brandon, and he'd be telling me something, and then all of a sudden, if I didn't stay present in the moment, all of a sudden there'd be a monkey on a unicycle juggling. Off my head, and there I go, and I've left Brandon, and I'm off somewhere else. So keep yourself in the present moment, and especially when you're communicating with somebody. One of the things that helps with that is back to point number one: breathe. Just get quiet and breathe. If you can do that every day, if you're going into a situation, just quiet your mind, take a few deep breaths, and it's going to center you. It's going to pull you back into this present moment. They're very interrelated. The other thing is gratitude. I don't know if I have today. Anybody been thankful today for something like that in their head? Have they just been like, thank you God for this?
Yeah.
One of the exercises I did a long time ago, and it was super helpful, was I took a sheet of paper, 1 through 100, numbered it. And I encourage you to do this. Write down 100 things that you're thankful for that day. 100 things. Trust me, you can come up with them easily. It'll really refocus and change your outlook when you focus on gratitude. And journal. Journal every day about what you're grateful for. When you're writing, it puts you in a state of flow, and it brings you back into this present moment. So that's the second thing. The third thing, and I would say this, of all the things, this is probably the one thing that I think has transformed my business more than anything, is going from a lack mindset to a mindset of abundance. And this is my first plug, because a lot of this section I got from mentors of mine. This group called the Black Diamond Club. I get nothing for promoting them, but it's really made a huge difference. They charge like $75 a month for their membership. You get a bunch of stuff every week, and tips and tools and strategies to grow your business. I cannot recommend Black Diamond Club enough. And one of the things that they turned me on to at the Black Diamond Club was this little book. It's kind of blurry, but has anybody ever heard of this? The Little Money Bible by Stuart Wilde? No. Great, phenomenal book. I've read it. I have it on Kindle. I have a hard copy. I have the audio book. It is one of the things that's transformed my business. And it's really simple. It's like this. It's like this thick. It's a tiny book. You can read it in like a day. But what it does is it talks about being more aware of the abundance around you. So a couple things from that book. One is like, think about it. And this hit me when I was leaf blowing last fall at my house. Just think of the fall. Like, how many leaves are out there? Like, there's an unlimited supply of abundance everywhere around us. There's an unlimited supply of everything we need. There's leaves. Go to the beach. There's an unlimited supply of waves. There's an unlimited supply of sand. There's unlimited abundance all around us. You just have to become aware of it and keep yourself centered and become attractive to it. So, abundance. The other thing is, and this will be, I'll be curious. I have a question for you. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Say you're walking outside of Walmart. You got your bags of groceries, you're leaving Walmart, and you look down and there's a penny on the ground. What do?
Pick it up.
Pick it up. Do you know how many times in the past I would just walk right by it? It's penny. Garbage.
Also thank God for increasing your budget.
Yes, absolutely. You'd be thankful for it. Like God. So for me, it's like a sign. Like, yeah, God, you're sending, abundance is coming my way. Just thank you and thank you for it. Like, so be aware. So if you see any money anywhere, pick it up. It's there for you. Like the abundance is coming your way. It's there for you. Don't neglect it. If somebody's gonna buy you something, I was meeting. There's a doula in town. She does like childbirth stuff. And I was meeting her for coffee, and she was there first. And I go to the barista, and he's like, "Oh yeah, she got your coffee taken care of. Get whatever you want." I didn't say, "Oh no, I'll pay for my own. It's good." If somebody's going to give you something, take it. It's just another way of abundance coming. Thank you for it, and just take that abundance that's coming your way. So abundance is all around us. You just have to just be attracted to it and tap into it.
It's one of these situations I've always been told: don't take away that other person's blessing.
Absolutely.
You're robbing from them by not accepting that.
Absolutely. Oh, no question. No question. By the way, I'm not buying you all lunch. Not today, anyway.
Lunches are all paid for.
A couple cool quotes that I found in the last couple of months. Anxiety is the thief of all dreams. So if you're anxious, don't be anxious, because that's really going to rob what this next quote talks about. I refuse to give energy towards an outcome I don't desire. Don't give any energy to negative things. Like for me, like this whole abundance mindset. In the past, when I first opened my practice, I had the need for new patients. So what do you think God sent me? He sent me the need for more patients. If I just said I'm attracting new patients, I didn't have to do anything different in my office. People just started to come, and we just grew. Doing nothing different other than just this thick skull up here getting it through. So, abundance mindset. Last thing is routines, is have a routine. We're getting ready to start school, so our routine is going to get a little bit more unlocked than it has been this summer. But I'll say this. I've met Steve Borkman a couple times. He's my insurance agent. I don't know him really well at all. But if I was to, I would probably bet all of the money that I have, that of all the people in this room, the person that's got their morning routine on lock is this guy. And I bet it's got a cup of coffee and a Bible and probably something else to read. And it's probably been that way for the past 40 years. We should all strive to have that amount of routine in our life. Not being stressed about it, not being worried about, oh man, not like to-do list to check off, but like it centers you for the day. Like just get started on the right foot and everything flows better when you start your day off. So one of the books that's helped me, not that I'm doing it right now, but this book called Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Again, it's a really super short book. He outlines a really simple morning process that takes about 30 to 40 minutes that gets you started in your day. Simple stuff, but that's been extremely beneficial. The other thing that goes along with routines is clutter. And Haley laughed when I was talking about this slide earlier, like our office is way less cluttered than it used to be before she started working with us. If you have a cluttered workspace, your car, your trunk, your desk, it leads to a cluttered mind. And a cluttered mind stifles growth. So if you want to have a clear mind, you should have a clear space. Now some people thrive on chaos. Like my wife probably, she thrives more on chaos than order. That order stresses her out. Yeah, exactly. But I think for a lot of us, just have less stuff around, and it opens your mind for better things. I think that's the last one. Let me see. How are we doing on time, Brandon? Dude, we're rock guys. Gonna get out. I'm like the cool teacher. I'm like to get y'all out early today. So number 5, this is an unadvertised bonus. You're not gonna have to pay anything extra for this tip, unless you want it. Okay. But the power of mastermind. I'm sure some of you have heard or read of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. One of his laws, of success is the power of having a mastermind. So one of the quotes I found: deliberately seek the company of people who influence you to think on building the life you desire. So that's one thing that I'm working on in the office, is getting a group of us, business people, not industry specific, just whoever wants to grow their business. What we're doing, I'm doing it, we're not charging anything, this is just what we're doing, because I'm gonna benefit too. We're doing a book club mastermind, second, fourth Friday at my office. We'll start it in September. We're just gonna get together, and we're gonna pick a business book, we're gonna pick it apart, we're gonna read about it, we're gonna talk about it. And I think getting 6 or 8 or 10 business people in the same room, it's gonna help all of our businesses work better. I can almost guarantee it. Like if I could spend time with Brandon, just chatting it up, I know I would learn stuff about my business, how to do it better. The first book is actually this cool book, and I've actually got copies, so I'm gonna buy the first book. It's called None of Your Business by a couple of mentors of mine. Really outlines how they built their business from nothing to being super successful. So I encourage you, if it's something that you're interested in, we'll probably meet for 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. My email's right here, drmike@trcairo.com. Shoot me an email. If you want copies of these slides, I'll send them to you. Reach out if you have any questions or comments. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you take these 4 things, these 5 things, and just start doing them. Like just like a little 1% shift. In a year from now, will make a huge difference in your business and your life. So I thank y'all for having me. We'll see you around.